Welcome to another episode of Discover Rhode Island. I'm your host, Al Cerrone.
And I'm Jessica Sciano. Today we'll be exploring beautiful and historic East Greenwich. East Greenwich is home to many areas like Greenwich Cove, Hill and Harbor, and of course, Main Street,
which is one of the premier Rhode Island destinations for shopping, dining, and so much more. Coming up on today's episode, I'll take you inside a coffee house and martini lounge where everybody knows your name. An oyster bar serving up local seafood and more. A juice bar that truly blends healthy ingredients with delicious flavor. And a swim club that offers full family fun all summer long.
And I'll visit with a florist and wedding planner who designed some of the most creative and unique arrangements and events in the state. And get a peek inside a fine jewelry store that will dazzle you with their selection and great service.
So let's go discover East Greenwich. There's nothing like that morning cup of coffee, but having it at Main Street Coffee makes it even more special. I'm sitting with Steve and Jean, owners of Main Street Coffee.
Thanks, Al. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, this is great. I am so comfortable here. Jean, you had to have a hand in decorating this place.
Well, Steve and I did it together, but I did a lot of the color and design because I'm a master doll maker and I have experience with color and design.
Well, the colors sure do work well. Now, let me ask you, how long have you been here on Main Street?
We've been here for 12 years.
And you open at?
I'm here at 4 in the morning, and doors open at 5:30.
5:30, so people can come and get their coffee if they're going early to work. Now, Steve, what makes your coffee so special versus one of the institutional coffee houses?
Well, Al, we train all our baristas, so we get the exact pour every time. We grind the coffee the same way every time. We really strive for consistency of product each and every day.
Now tell me about espresso.
Espresso is a little different from coffee. It's quite a process. It's steaming the milk, foaming the milk. It's knowing how much to grind, knowing the right pour. That's how you make nice lattes and mochas, and it's an art. It's really an art.
Now, what percentage of your patrons would you say drink espresso?
We're approaching 80% Al.
Wow.
Which is very good for a coffee shop.
Tell me about the food. Obviously, when you have coffee, you want a little something to go with it. What do you offer?
In the mornings, we offer muffins, bagels, sandwiches.
Now, do you bake that here?
Yes, we do.
Any specialty items?
Yes, we have biscottis that I bake myself. I've been doing it for 10 years.
Oh, I love biscottis. I love dunking them in the coffee in the morning. I feel so comfortable here in this room. I notice that you have different sitting areas. What do you call this room?
This is the art gallery. We have 2 other rooms, but people gravitate up here. What we've tried to accomplish here is have an extension of someone's living room.
And you've succeeded because you've got couches, you've got skylights.
People feel comfortable here. They sit a while, they drink the lattes, the coffees, and occasionally a glass of wine near the fireplace.
It's so casual and comfortable here, and it seems like everyone knows your name.
Well, that's what we're striving for. And we've become the local meeting place in East Greenwich. I had a philosophy when I opened, that the staff had to be well prepared and trained, friendly and knowledgeable, and consistently serve a quality product at a reasonable price. Because of that, we've received 9 Best of Rhode Island awards, from Best Latte to Best Coffee House to Best Watering Hole in East Greenwich. So the philosophy has worked. It's a team effort all around. Could never have done it without a support staff, great support staff.
What time do you close at night?
We close at 10 during the week and 1 a.m. on weekends.
So we've got the outdoor seating, the coffee bar, and this very comfortable back room, but we also have a martini lounge.
And that's why we're open till 1 in the morning.
Aha! And we better go talk to Megan, the bar manager. It's martini time with Megan. Meg, how many different espresso martinis do we have?
We have 8 different espresso martinis.
8? What's in them?
They're all different flavors.
Give me for instance.
Well, we were just featured in Seoul, Rhode Island this month for our Stoli Salted Caramel Espresso Martini. It has Stoli Salted Caramel, Kahlua, Bay Leaf Frangelico, and fresh espresso.
Wow, that sounds like a dessert.
It is, it's liquid dessert.
Now, what other kinds of drinks do we make?
Well, we have seasonal cocktails. In the summertime, we have a wide variety of mojitos. We have a blackberry mint margarita. We have a strawberry yum yum. It's strawberry lemonade almost.
Yum, yum. I'm thirsty already. What a way to enjoy the evening. From fresh coffee in the morning to espresso martinis at night and a lot of food in between. Main Street Coffee, right here in East Greenwich. Now let's go check in with Jess, who's trying out her green thumb. Here's another fun fact about East Greenwich.
When words escape, flowers speak, and they're talking at Twigs Florist here with owner Bobby Bach. Bobby, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. Did you like my quote?
I love your quote. Did you make that up?
Nope. Took it from the internet.
Amazing.
So there are 3 parts to the floral business. Why don't you tell me what they are?
The first part would be our everyday aspect. That would be for anniversaries, birthdays, the gentlemen who get in trouble over the weekend call us frantically on Monday morning. Weddings, which are very detail-oriented and a nice celebration, and then of course our funeral work.
All right, so what is your most favorite to do? You got the weddings, you got every day, and you got the funerals.
I go between weddings and funerals. My wife handles the everyday aspect. So I love the weddings, I love the funerals, I love both aspects. They're both celebrations.
And I've read that your funeral arrangements are different than any other funeral arrangements, and how is that?
There's a psychology to flowers, and we know exactly what the aspect of what we do for the families brings to, in essence, a celebration, a tribute.
Yeah, and your flowers do stand out from the typical arrangement.
What we do is we take that old world style and give it a new world fusion, and we work off of the psychology of what's going on here. What did the deceased love? And we add that right in there.
And working with brides, any bridezillas?
Of course.
Okay, and you're okay to handle them?
I love a bridezilla.
How can you love a bridezilla? You can
They're
handle them?
detail-oriented.
Oh, okay, that's
We love
okay.
that.
So obviously there are different types of flowers for different people. If someone walks in, how do you determine which type of flowers for which one?
There's 2 ways of looking at it. It's the sentiment that's being offered with the fresh flowers, and of course the person that's buying the flowers, the sender, their taste, and then of course the recipient's taste as well. And we just mash it all together and create something beautiful.
So let's say I come in and I want an arrangement for my grandmother. How would you go about making that?
Well, first of all, we want to find out what she loves, what she doesn't like. We want to know what the event is, what's the occasion. We work off the sentiment, and from there we would always lead you to leave it up to us.
I like that. Now, I heard you deliver around the world. How is that possible?
Through a network of florists.
Wow. And they must, everything fresh, obviously.
Everything fresh. and
Nothing
it's-
boxed?
No boxes.
Because the boxes are so gross sometimes.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work at all.
Nothing boxed, only to a local florist, and that is the key. Always shop with your local florist.
So in addition to being a florist, you also plan events.
We do a lot of event design from start to finish. So that day is all about one person.
Right.
So it demands perfection, and that ensures perfection.
Definitely. So what kind of events?
Of course, weddings, and then any kind of celebration involving an anniversary, a birthday, or bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, any kind of event you can think of.
I'm planning on having a 38th birthday party. Could you just make sure that everything is arranged properly? I want black roses because that's how I feel.
No black roses. Call me when you're 40.
Why did you leave me in Cranston? Because you were there and then you left. Was it something I did?
2 years ago, we started to change the way we were doing things with our business and our designs as well. And what we found was most of our clients were coming from this area of the state, and it made sense to make that move a little further south into East Greenwich. And we love Main Street. I love Main Street. I always have, and I wanted to be in the middle of it.
Well, I cry every time I go by the old location, so I hope that makes you feel good.
I do too sometimes.
Oh, do you? So, Bobby, with all these beautiful flowers and arrangements, I don't even know how to sum this up.
I do.
But
Passion in the art of flowers.
Passion in the Art of Flowers. What website did you get that?
I didn't. I made that up 17 years ago.
Show off. Twigs Florist on Main Street. Make sure you come in and say hi to Bobby. Now let's go across the street because I'm thinking Al is up to something fishy.
And here are some fun events coming soon to East Greenwich.
I'm sitting at the Greenwich Bay Oyster Bar with the owner, Dave Spaziano. Dave, I walk in, I get that New England tavern feel with like a little nautical thrown in.
Excellent, that's exactly what we were going for. Something very appropriate for the area.
Now you're on Main Street, historic section?
Yeah, Hill and Harbor, Main Street, East Greenwich.
And you're only a block away from the ocean. So maybe that's where you get these guys.
Yeah, they're all locally sourced. All our shellfish and other fishes are coming from Point Judith, maybe a little south of that, all the way up to North Kingston.
So locally grown, that means fresh to me.
Daily, we go select our fishes and get daily shipments of oysters. And we've got a selection, probably about 5 or 6 on the board of different local oysters, and they all have a different taste profile, so therefore we like to give a little variety.
Now those shrimp, those certainly aren't small ones.
No, these are truly colossal shrimp. I don't think you get much bigger than that. They're pretty huge.
That's almost a meal. Well, the name implies oyster bar, but you're a whole lot more than that. You got a full menu.
We do. We have 15 appetizers, a few grilled pizzas to mix it up, and the entrees number in the teens.
Dave, tell me about the specials.
We do a lobster risotto, seems to be very popular, topped with pan-seared sea scallops. We do a nice mussel dish with a coconut curry. Chef Rob Caramonte's been with us since we opened. He's been 30 plus years in the business, and he's a delight to have. That's why we focus predominantly on specials. His creativity is, I find, unrivaled.
And the bread?
Baked here fresh every day.
Oh, wow. Fresh baked bread dipped in the olive oil, colossal shrimp, oysters, little necks, and a great menu. I'm already hungry.
Yeah, this is not bistro food. This is great food at a great value.
So you've got plenty of seating, or you could just sit at the bar and order from the menu.
Yes, full menu available at the bar. We do 12 craft beers with a rotating selection, and we've just installed a new nitro tap system. So if you wanted to get a nice glass of wine and not jeopardize the rest of the bottle, it pushes nitrogen into the bottle, giving it more longevity.
So you can have a really nice glass of wine and not pay for the whole bottle?
Exactly.
I'm in. Now, when I go out, I like to get a dozen oysters, but they get a little pricey.
Not here, they don't. From 4 to 6 daily, we do a buck a shuck. $1 oysters and $1 little necks.
So 4 to 6 every day, yeah. Oysters are $1 per oyster.
And clams.
That's a great price. And any other specials?
Yeah, we do ladies' night on Thursday, and we do half-price apps. They're a daily special.
Before dinner, after dinner, or for dinner. You don't have to go all the way to Providence to get great seafood. It's time to clam up and get yourself to the Greenwich Bay Oyster Bar right here on Main Street. Coming up, a juice bar that truly blends healthy ingredients with delicious flavor, and a swim club that offers full family fun all summer long.
And get a peek inside a fine jewelry store that will dazzle you with their selection and great service.
The Express Lane is now open at Elmwood Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get your oil change done fast and done right. No appointments, no waiting, and no worries. Just drive in. We have a lane dedicated to express service for your convenience. The Express Lane is your best choice for vehicle maintenance. We service all makes and models anytime, any day. The Express Lane at Elmwood Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is waiting for you. 625 Taunton Avenue, East Providence, Rhode Island, or online at elmwoodcdjr.com.
There's a new burger bar in town, KC's Classic Burger Bar. Serving burgers the old-fashioned way and made with our half-pound custom sirloin blend. Great fries, too, and quarter-pound all-beef hot dogs. House-made potato chips and homemade sauces for our signature burgers. Enjoy a beer, wine, or a spiked milkshake. Not fast food, just good food, all in a fun atmosphere. KC's Classic Burger Bar on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Serving up an American classic.
At Anchor Nissan and Anchor Subaru, you get a lot of things you don't get anywhere else. You get a tremendous selection of over 1,100 new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from. You get lifetime powertrain coverage on all of our new vehicles at no extra charge. You get the Benoit family commitment that one of the owners is always here to help you. And you get a low price guarantee. Remember, if you don't have one of these on the back of your car, you probably paid too much.
Expert service, competitive prices. La Cava and Sowersby Auto Parts. Our third-generation family-owned business has been the trusted authority for 30 years. For large jobs, small jobs, or anything in between, even special orders. With over 30 vehicles in our fleet, we can do what the other guys can't. With over 100,000 parts in stock and 3 convenient locations, Fall River, Somerset, and New Bedford. Order online, pick up in store at lacavas.com. For your next repair, the key is La Cava and Sowersby.
Ever since I've been a kid, my parents always said, eat your vegetables. Well, what if I don't want to eat them? Well, then maybe we can drink them. That's where the juice bar comes in. And I'm sitting with Patty, owner of Raw Bob's Juice Bar. Patty, I can't imagine eating all those vegetables in one sitting.
Well, the good news is you don't have to in here. That bowl actually represents our 24-ounce juice here in the shop.
Wow, so that all fits into one juice drink.
It does.
Now today, organic is a big thing. These are all organically grown.
Correct.
That's what you use. And milk, it's dairy-free?
Yeah, we are a dairy-free juice bar. You do hear us make references to coconut milk, almond milk, cashew milk, and hemp milk, all of which we make here in the shop. A lot of people don't know that about us because we're so small, it's done behind the scenes.
Now tell me, what is in my drink? It's obviously a pretty red color. It looks like dessert, but what's in it?
That drink has beets, apple, carrot, lemon, and ginger. That drink is named the First Call.
Why do they call it that?
We created this drink because it's the first drink that you should have after last call.
Oh, I should have had one of those last night. Now what about your drink, the green color?
Yep, so I tend to err on the side of all green juices. So this is a Mr. Green Jeans without the apple. People can customize their drinks. That's one thing that we encourage, especially for dietary issues that people may have.
Or allergies.
Or allergies, absolutely.
Patty, I couldn't help but notice the diversity in your crowd. You've got like little kids right up to the older folks. They're really into the juicing.
That's exactly right. Little kids come in here and they're ordering beet drinks. It's just not about the strawberries and the bananas. They're willing to add greens to anything, so it's pretty exciting. And what's great for me is when I create the recipes, it's really important for me to have a lot of depth. I like all of the flavors to come through, so it might go in one way and finish another way. And I think that again, our customer base appreciates that and they're willing to be a little more adventurous.
Are you always looking for new ingredients to put in your drinks?
We are looking for new ingredients all the time. As a matter of fact, next week we're introducing mushrooms into the shop, which I'm super excited about because a lot of people don't even care for mushrooms and ask that they not be part of their dishes if they're going out to eat.
But they're good for you.
They're amazing for you.
Really? And so you can put them in and blend them and people wouldn't even know they're there.
That's exactly
what
we're
going
going
to.
Yep. Our menu board lists all of the ingredients, and so people are made aware of it as soon as they walk through the door. And it's also great because we do customize the drink, so if there's an allergy issue, we just pull it right away from the drink.
Now, when you're done concocting these drinks, after you've put in all the ingredients, is it then that you name them?
That's when the fun begins, because that's where we have the most fun in here. After we have a lot of taste testers, we check out our drinks ourselves, and then when customers come through the door, we're like, hey, what do you think about this? And then we all get together and put our heads together and brainstorm and come up with our names.
And you actually tell people about the benefits of each one.
Well, we do, because everything here is a plant-based diet, so a lot of people are interested in having a little more protein in their blends or their juices, and they can pick off our Friends with Benefits wall.
Friends with Benefits?
Exactly, and they can add anything to any of their drinks.
So then there is a lot of truth to that old saying, we are what we eat or drink.
It's true. Food can be our friend or our foe, and it's our best chance to build a strong immune system and for overall health.
Well, these are not the shots that I'm accustomed to doing, but let's drink to our health.
Cheers.
So now let's go back to Jess, who may be shopping for a little bling. Here's another fun fact about East Greenwich.
Girls love sparkle and diamonds, and that's what brought me to Eloquence Fine Jewelers, here with owners Dan and Jen Lance. Hi, guys.
Hi.
How many locations do you guys have?
We have 3 locations, 2 in East Greenwich and 1 in the South County Commons.
Now, Dan, you started as a bench jeweler for the original location on Post Road, right?
Yes. I started there about 15 years ago, and after about a year working as a bench jeweler, I took over the store. After about 4 years, we got the opportunity to take over a Main Street location where my wife works now.
So the South County location, kind of funny story about that. Why don't you tell us a little bit?
Well, I heard through the grapevine that the South County store was closing. I wanted to go down to that store and take a look at the inventory and take a look at the cases to see what we could use at either one of the other locations. In my meeting with the 2 owners, I had found an opportunity that I couldn't pass up.
And he bought the whole store.
And how was dinner that night? As a husband-wife team, were you cool with that? Did you expect it? Is that typical Dan behavior?
It is typical, yes. It's very exciting.
So from what I understand, 3 locations, but they're not uniform. People have different tastes for each store, right? Why don't you tell me more about that?
Main Street, we offer mostly silver jewelry, local designers, some international designers, fun, big statement necklaces. Post Road is more diamonds and pearls. And at our South County location, we have mostly yellow gold.
And that's funny too, because there's only 2 miles between the Post Road and the Main Street, and the styles are so different.
Right, right.
So what are some of the designers you guys feature?
We have Lauren Hope on our Main Street location. We offer Thistle and Bee, Euphoria, Gabriel and Company, Kyle James Patrick. We have a number of different designers at all 3 locations.
What are some of the services you guys offer?
We offer repairs, watch repairs, pretty much full service repairs, restringing, appraisals. We have a laser welder, which enables Dan to work on intricate fine pieces in antique estate jewelry.
We do quite a bit of custom work, so whether it's someone coming in with their own sketch of a rendition of something they want, or photocopies of something they've found online, something they've seen at the airport in a jewelry store or whatever. We can fabricate that from scratch.
Now, being in the community, you guys live in East Greenwich. I won't give your exact address, but obviously you're very much involved with the community, and there was a story about Miss Rhode Island for the Miss America pageant, right?
Yes. We sponsored the jewelry for her to wear for the Miss America pageant, and she wore everything that was ours for the pageant.
Now she's going to be wearing something permanently from you guys, right?
Yes, she is wearing an engagement ring that Dan custom made for her.
Wow.
It's very exciting.
That is exciting. So it's always that constant connection that you guys are going to have together.
Engagements are a very big part of our business, and it's a very special journey, doing the engagement rings, doing the wedding bands, and they continue to come in for everything else, the anniversaries, birthdays, and it's a special connection.
So it's almost like the parents come and then the kids come, and it's generation after generation.
You're right.
It is.
Yes.
Speaking of kids, you guys have kids. Are they into it or what?
Yes, I think so. Our daughter Jewel is very interested. She helps out at the store, and she's even designed her own jewelry that we have hanging up in the store.
So your daughter, later in life, she's going to know exactly what kind of ring she wants, right? It's not going to be
She
a
knows
cheap
now.
one.
Yeah.
Yes. So whether it's for a fun night out on the town or the most important moments of your life, Eloquence Fine Jewelers has exactly what you need. Now let's go back to Al, who's taking a couple laps around the pool. Here's another fun fact about East Greenwich.
We're at the Greenwich Club, a swim club, but a whole lot more than just getting wet. I'm with Steve Renshaw, General Manager of the Greenwich Club. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for being here, Al. Welcome.
Driving down Route 1, I see a mansion instead of like a cinder block painted swim club. This is so inviting.
It is. It was a Victorian home built in 1893 by William Farrington, a local textile merchant. After he passed away, it became a social club and then has since become a swim club.
So we're a swim club, but it still has the social aspect.
Very much so.
Obviously, it's family fun.
It is.
And
very
it
much.
opens up in the spring when kids get out of school?
We open Memorial Day, and we close on Labor Day. Once the kids are out of school, we open from 10 in the morning till 8 o'clock at night, until 10 o'clock on Friday nights.
The pools. Looking out in the backyard, which is huge, by the way. How many acres here?
We have over 11 acres.
So there's plenty of room for parking.
Plenty.
And you've got grassed-in areas, you've got the 3 swimming pools, you've got canopies. So let's start the little pool, the tiny one.
It goes from ground level to 8 inches, and there are 3 fountains. And it's for children 6 and under with parents close by in a fenced-in area.
So the fountains keep them amused?
Yes.
Okay, and then the next pool, which is a little bit bigger.
That's a 20 by 40 pool, 3 feet on the bottom, and that's for intermediate swimmers, children that can use floaties.
And lifeguards on duty.
Lifeguards on duty all the time.
And then you get to the bigger pool. I notice it's L-shaped.
The pool is 25 meters long. It goes from 3 feet to 5 feet, and we have a 12-foot diving well.
As a matter of fact, I can't wait to get out there and do a cannonball. Will I hit bottom?
No, you won't, Al. It's 12 feet deep.
Now, families are here all day.
Yes.
There have to be many food options.
There are, Al. They can bring their own lunch. We have a snack bar that's open 7 days a week. Last year and this year, we have Johnson & Wales chefs in our snack bar.
But what if they want something different and they want to cook their own food?
On Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday nights, we have grills, gas grills that we light at 4:30. And families can bring their own food, and moms and dads can cook while the kids play, while the kids swim.
And they don't have to bring the charcoal.
And they don't have to bring the charcoal.
No mess.
No mess at all.
Now, you have a full bar.
We have a full bar. Again, that is open 7 days a week.
And I understand that you also offer entertainment here at the club.
We do. During the summer, we have 2 movie nights in August. We have a disco night for the kids, which is a riot. On Friday nights, we have what we call Dinner on the Deck, which is restaurant-style service with local entertainment and karaoke for the kids.
So this really is entertainment for the entire family, the parents as well.
It is. It's a summer full of fun.
Steve, both of my daughters were competitive swimmers, and it all started when they were little at a swim club. You have a swim team here.
That's true, Al. We do have a swim team. We have 150 children on our swim team. If you can swim 25 meters, you're on the team.
So no child left behind.
No child left behind.
And how about a dive team?
We have a dive team as well. Some of the swim team participate in the dive team as well.
Kids coming here, they could be on the swim team as well as recreational swimming.
Yes.
And who knows, we could have an Olympic champ in the future.
In fact, we have one of our swimmers that is looking at the Junior Olympics for this year.
Wow, that's impressive. Now, I understand the family plan here is very affordable.
It is, Al. When my children were little, we went to the beach every day. For what it costs you to park every day at the beach, you can have a membership here at the Greenwich Club.
And you don't have to put up with beach traffic.
Exactly, and you don't have to be an East Greenwich resident to join.
A swim club, a social club, fun for the whole family. The Greenwich Club, an oasis within an oasis. Well, that was a lot of fun, and a big thank you to our friends at the East Greenwich Chamber of Commerce. Hey, Jess, I know a thing or two about flowers. What do you say we have a little friendly competition?
Friendly? It's on, big boy.
I think this'll work.
Voila.
I guess second place ain't so bad.